What's up, guys? So before I get started on any of this, I just want to let you know that I'm coming to New York, New Jersey, and Massachusetts. I'll tell you more about it at the end of the video, so stay tuned. Doesn't that look cool? That's a magnetic timer. I have nothing better to do with my money than buy stupid shit. Anyways, yeah, if you're new here, my name is Sam. I'm transgender, FTM, and I'm gonna be doing a Q&A to give you guys advice. I asked you to ask me questions on YouTube and Twitter, so let's check them out. How do you process or deal with transphobia, from the smallest microaggressions to the most blatant hate speech? I'm gonna answer all these questions personally and honestly and real. It depends on the day. If I'm having a bad day and then someone on Twitter who I don't even know, is my camera crooked? My camera's crooked. I mean, it does make me sad when I see a lot of hate that transgender people get and stuff like that. It does make me upset, but at the end of the day, I don't let it consume me because that's just other people and I really don't give a fuck. I usually don't let it bother me because people are always gonna have shit to say, whether you're trans or not. Any advice for people having trouble accepting themselves? It takes some time to accept yourself. I think you really have to come down to the fact that you want to be happy and you want to do what's for yourself because you only have one life and you want to live it to the fullest. Me personally, I feel like I got sick of being sad all the time. I just wanted happiness, so I accepted myself because I'm like, you know what? People are gonna say shit, they're gonna say shit. I have to make myself happy, and I think it just takes time. And I know I say time does a lot of things, but it really does. What was the first thing you thought of when you started your transition? The most important part of it? I feel like the most important part of my transition was to be comfortable with myself, and like I just said, to be happy. That was just my main concern of transitioning. I just wanted to be happy. I didn't care about passing or anything yet. I just wanted to be happy and like have my short hair and present as a male and just be comfortable with looking in the mirror and not hating everything about yourself. Are there different ways to take tea besides the shots? Yes, there are gels and there are patches. So you don't have to inject yourself if you don't want to. The binders hurt. If you bind incorrectly, yes. But if you're wearing the right size binder, it never hurt me until it's been like after about 10 hours. Yes, I've worn my binder for like days straight, which is don't do that. I don't think you're supposed to do that, but you know how desperate you are to get your chest flat and you just can't take it off because you're with people who don't know. Yeah, it's just, I would say that it's not the most comfortable thing, especially in the summer, and you have this layer on and then you have like your shirt on and it's just, it's not fun. I'm also gonna make a video about binding really soon and a bunch of other topics. I have like so many topics that I have to discuss about trans stuff, so be aware of that. How do you ask the school to call you by a different name? So when I started high school, my name was not legally changed. Me and my mom had to tell the school, well, my mom, because she was just really good. Go mom. She told the school she wants the name changed on the ID. Just when you get your report card, your real name would come on it, right? I mean, I don't know if that's different for anywhere else, but in Massachusetts, it was able to happen because it's not like an official, my high school ID was not like a valid ID. So why can't I just have the name that I prefer on it, you know? Or why can't I just have the name that I prefer in the system? They keep trying because it's literally not a big deal. All they have to do is change a couple of things. What is the best time to start using male name and pronouns? Whenever you begin your transition. That's what I did. I mean, I transitioned to male, I got my hair cut, and then, yeah, it's Sam, and it's he and him, and it took people a very long time for me. Any tips for gaining muscle pre-T? If you don't go to the gym or anything like that, you just do push-ups and sit-ups or lift weights at home or something, but eat a lot of protein, like have a protein shake every day if you're working out, so you can gain the muscle. Were there people in your life who didn't support your transition? If so, how did you deal with those types of situations? Some of my family does not support me. Does it ruin my day? No. Did it ruin my day before? Yes. Of course it's gonna hurt you in the beginning when someone doesn't accept you because they're so close-minded, but at first it hurt me. I was younger. I was like 6 years ago. When did I transition? Wow, I don't even know when I transitioned. What the fuck? 2012. 5 years ago, it hurt me, and it hurt me for a couple of years. Pretty bad, because you know that's your family, and they should accept you and love you and be happy for you because you're happy. You know, it's totally normal to be upset over it. Totally normal. Sometimes it does take people time to accept you, but it's not always going to be that way, and they might not ever accept you. So that's what I came to terms with, and I'm pretty sure they still don't accept me today. So fun times. What's your favorite part about being trans? The person who I am today, because I would not be the same if I was not trans. It's just who it has shaped me into. It's made me look at life totally different. It's made me appreciate things. It's made me open-minded. 0.3% of the population is trans, so that's not even a full percent. I'm not even a full percent. Oh, I'm gonna cry. What question about being transgender annoys you the most? You guys are already gonna know. Do you have a dick? And how do you have sex? I don't get offended by anything. Like, you can ask me mostly pretty much anything, but when you ask those two questions, it's like, unless you're gonna get with me, which you're not, don't ask those stupid questions. You can ask me anything else. I don't get easily offended like some people do, and I'm totally cool with everything, but those two questions are fucking annoying. Don't ask me them. Okay, I think I've answered this question before, but I do think the hardest part of transitioning is kind of having everyone transition with you, as weird as that sounds. I know they're not transitioning. They have to adapt to you, and they have to switch their pronouns that they've been used to saying for so many years in the name, and it's hard because it's hard on you. You know, it makes you feel upset or something if someone says the wrong thing. Another hard part is definitely just the beginning stages, especially accepting yourself. That one was really hard too. What fucking bathroom do I use if I just came out? This is such a hard question because I don't want to trigger anyone or piss anyone off. People get pissed off so easily and offended, but I'm just gonna have to answer your question because I want to. So let's just say I just came out, FTM. I'm gonna use my own experience. And I have my haircut and stuff and I'm dressing as a male. I'm gonna go into the male's bathroom. I would not do it pre-transition because I was presenting as a girl. So I would not go into the men's bathroom. That would just be awkward for me and for the men, and I just wouldn't do that. So I feel like once you do start transitioning and you have your haircut and stuff and you feel like you're passing well, go ahead. Or if there is a family bathroom, use that. I still do that to this day. If I see a family bathroom, I'm like, oh, that's my shit. I'm going in there. Do you or have you ever disliked being trans? Do you wish you were born biologically a male? Yes, I used to hate that I was trans. I don't hate it anymore. To the biological male thing, yes and no. Because I'm a trans man. Of course, I would love to be born as a biological man. But at the same time, no, because this has made who I am, and it's just had such a big impact on my life, and I like being that 0.3%, and I like being inspiring, and I like helping people, and I'm so happy with my life, and it would not be like this if I was biologically male. It's like a yes and a no thing, but it's more towards no. What are the best ways to not let body dysphoria and depression completely take over your pre-transition? It really, really took over my mind, and it made me really upset all the time to look in the mirror and stuff and be totally upset about it. But then I started coming to this point in my life where I was like, this is just temporary. That's how I thought about it, and I don't know if that sounds stupid, but I was telling myself, Sam, you're fine. It's just temporary. You just have to go through this right now. But I told myself in a couple of years, you're gonna be looking good. You're gonna be fine. Just live your life. Try to be as happy as possible, and you'll get through it. And I did get through it. So hopefully you guys can do the same thing if you're feeling that way pre-transition. I feel really uncomfortable with my body, and my girlfriend understands and backs off, but why is it so hard to say no to someone that you love so much? So if you're with someone and you really don't want them to touch you or do anything like that because of how you feel about your body and stuff like that, it's normal. Okay, I've been through it, and I've been through it. Even if you love this person with everything, it's yourself. You are having dysphoria about yourself and you can't help it, okay? You literally cannot help it. If you have body dysphoria, if you have gender dysphoria, you're gonna feel that way. You're not gonna want people to touch certain areas of your body or whatever, like if you haven't had surgery. As long as they understand and they're patient with you, you're gonna get comfortable. When you first started using a different name and pronouns, how did you go about getting everyone to switch over, and did it happen all in one day? It did not happen all in one day. It took a year or two for people to never make the mistake of saying she again. It took a very long time. It's not gonna happen overnight. It doesn't happen that way unless you're really lucky. But it takes a lot of time for people because it's really hard for them. Some people, they really don't do it on purpose. It just takes a long time, so don't get angry with your family or whatever. How do you pick your name? How did you pick your name? I picked my name because my birth name was similar to it, and I thought it was easier for everyone. I think that was me just being used to my name. How do you compress your chest before coming out? I have a whole video on binding, so if you wanna watch that, it's right there. I used to layer shirts when I didn't have a binder. I used to layer my shirts a lot. Or I would wear sports bras, I hate that word. Just a lot of layers and baggy clothes. And I would say button up shirts as well, because there's not much you could do without a binder, and you don't wanna bind in correctly, so. How hard was it trying to get on T? Because I have my first doctor's appointment soon for T. It was not hard for me to get on testosterone at all. I just had to see a therapist and a doctor. It's different for everyone though, but it wasn't really that hard. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And like I was saying earlier, guys, I'm going on Digi Tour, and I'm going to New York, New Jersey, and Massachusetts. The dates are right there. If you do want to meet me, buy tickets. They're selling quickly, so buy them. There's like a bunch of really cool people on the tour as well. I'm also going to Playlist Live in Orlando, which is May 5th to the 7th. I'm going to Orlando, Florida, so if you want to meet me there too, there's a link for tickets below. Give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment below and tell me whatever the hell you want to tell me. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Peace.